Hey guys, how's it going? We are back with another video, another day, another dish here in the kitchen, cooking it up. And today we're going to take a closer look on what I would call a really underappreciated burger.
Give me back that Filet-O-Fish!
But I don't eat it too frequently because when you're at McDonald's there are so many other options that are kind of looking better.
Right now, you can enjoy 2 tasty Filet-O-Fish sandwiches for just $3.33.
I'm going to do my best. I will give it my own twist. We're going to use some really nice ingredients to wrap this all up. We're going to make our own sauce for this burger. We're going to use the best possible fish sticks I was able to find. And this is, by the way, something that is really differentiating us from the usual fish mac, which is using fish sticks instead of one big fillet. And it is like a twist from a chicken nugget burger, but with fish sticks. You know, the smaller pieces on a burger combined, adding up to something beautiful. Here we are. Here we are cooking it up again. And yeah, we're going to use some citricy flavors in it, some really okay, let's just wrap this here up. So I'm going to cut the cam. We're going to switch to the POV perspective. Okay, so let's kick things off. First we're going to heat up our pan or griddle or whatever you want to use. This is how my fish sticks look like. These are frozen and therefore you want to turn your temperature a little bit down, keep it on the lower side because you don't want to burn it. We are going to cut and dice a few things because we are going to mix a sauce out of this, and therefore the finer it is, the better the flavors will emerge into that sauce. Now we whip it up, whip it up, whip it up. Okay, I just have to adjust to my knife again because I sharpened it today and it behaves very different than I'm used to. Yeah, but it is pretty sharp, as you can see. Okay, this is getting too risky, so what we do is get this on the side, flip this over, and okay, that's actually super sharp. Get this on the side. See, you can do the rocking motion, but you have to be a little bit careful because it tends to stick to the board and then things get out of control, and this is what you want to avoid when using knives. Dice it a little finer, doing it like this. Now we don't want this. Also, another thing to notice, the sharper your knife is, the less things are going to fly all over the place when you're doing something like this. If you have a dull knife, this happens way more often. There was actually just a perfect example of what happens if you are using a dull knife, but then it happens all the time, which is kind of, I don't know, kind of annoying. Okay, we're getting to a pretty fine dice here. Let's just have one more turn. So I think this is perfect. We don't want to overdo it. Just get it to the side. Clean that knife off. Great. Now, I probably should have dressed a little bit different because I'm currently regretting my long sleeve shirt. But anyways, we're going to finish this off. As the cutting board gets wetter and wetter, the pinch grip, rocking motion works better. This is how I normally cut and rock things. I do the pinch grip and balance the knife by using a finger above the blade and then just rocking it like this. I'm going to show you the edge I put on this blade for a second. So this is how it looks like. You can see it is not polished, but also it is a pretty even edge. I used whetstones to do this. As you can see, my blade is chipped a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. Now we're going to do the same with the cucumbers. Julienne them, but not all the way through. Just do it like this, like I do. Be careful with your fingers on the last bit. Do this one more. My knife is not exactly very pointy, as you see, therefore it is not the easiest motion to do. Make sure to have a crawl grip when doing something like this. So I'm going to give you another point of view on this. So actually these, I don't know if these are called knuckles. These are the knuckles usually, but these knuckles here, they have to keep the distance. Actually they have to connect to the blade if you want to really dice things finely. But as you see, because I'm doing a crawl grip here, my fingers, fingernails and fingertips are protected from the blade. I like to dice it a little bit finer, just because we can. Okay, this is great. Sorry guys, wait a minute, I have to get rid of this long sleeve, it is bugging me out. I will make a quick cut here, dress a little bit differently, put on a t-shirt and be right back. Now, cut the next cucumber in half. I'm going to speed things up now, because I don't want to waste too much time here. Just lay them like this, lay them next to each other, align them, and use the next cucumber as a finger guard, which is kind of convenient. Good. Good, 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 as we say in Germany. Now I'm going to do it like this. This is great. We run the knife through this pail again. Mix this together to create a more even blend. Of course you don't have to go that fine if you don't want to, or even if you would like to have a more choppy kind of chunky, sorry, not choppy, chunky kind of sauce, then of course you don't have to mince it as fine as I do right now. We get a hold on our capers. Now we grab our bowl, which is this one, get this to the side. Actually, let's first grab the lemon. Dice off just a piece of it like this. Try to do it on the side, because you won't get any seeds there, as you see. First we add some of that lemon juice to that mayonnaise, which is a plain, I think it is, how's it called, Miracle Whip or something. So this is not exactly the most tasteful mayonnaise in my opinion, but it is a widely available mayonnaise, therefore I'm using it. And yeah, you want to add some splashes of lemon juice to that, mix it, and now we are going to put in some of these ingredients. You just have to do this by eye, just make it to your personal preference and take less of the ingredients you don't like as much as others. And yeah, this looks like a pretty good ratio to me. Mix this all up. Yeah, that looks great to me. Now I need a towel. We add some salt, just a few turns, pepper. I like to freshly grind these ingredients too. Freshly grind those spices for the best possible flavor contribution and aromatic experience. Okay. It's looking delicious. Have a quick test of this. And it is tasting delicious. Hell yeah. Okay, this is amazing. Now, the reason why I did this first and haven't put on the fish sticks on the griddle yet is, first, I want this to rest for a little bit, and second, I wanted them to defroze a little bit. They are not defrozed completely, by no means, but they just had a little bit of extra time to adjust to the climatic differences. We're going to grab ourselves our preferred oil, and what I'm going to use is butter because I like it. Just grab yourself a little bit, put it on the griddle here. As you can see, it is quickly melting. Little bit extra, just because we can. Of course, the more butter you're going to add, the more calories this dish is going to have. But yeah, we're cooking a fish mac style burger, so this is probably not our first concern here. Now we put on our fish sticks. We might have to turn this up a notch because I'm not hearing anything here. Let's get this to around 180 degrees Celsius. This is not Fahrenheit. Let that happen. This is looking pretty good to me. We are going to flip, let them cook for a little longer. Get you some nice close-up shots here. Okay, so what I like to do, if you want to go extra fancy here, fish always goes very, very well with lemon. This is our brioche bun. The easiest way to enhance the flavors of it and to take it up to a completely different level is to butter it. Coat this a little bit, spread it evenly. Okay, that looks great. You don't want to distribute it too, you don't want to spread it too thin because you want your buns to soak that in. As you see, when I'm moving this around, it actually soaks a lot of this butter in, and that is exactly what we're looking for. Laying a piece of cheese on each stack. And if you have, you can always use a tool like this, which will speed up the process of melting your cheese. It is a cheese melting dome. I'm going to put links in the description down below, so if you're interested in that piece of equipment, you can always use this with a regular round pan, and you should be fine, yeah, with any basic medium-sized pan. This is actually going pretty fast, so you don't want to overdo this. Also, you want to keep a look at these fellas because, as you see, they look pretty much picture perfect right now. I'm going to give these a few more seconds, but you don't want to overdo it. As you see, it actually goes super fast. Off these go. Whoopa. Yeah, that didn't went as planned. So here we are. This is looking spectacular. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the second one also. Stack them on top of each other like this. Put on the melting dome again and let this sit for another second. While this is happening, I'm going to get myself a spoon to apply the sauce to the burger. This is the bottom. Beautiful. Now grab yourselves something like this, like these kitchen spatulas. Flip it on, put on another layer of that sauce, and I'm going to switch to the other cam for a second. So this is the current state. As you see, it is looking spectacular. Give this a little bit of a squish. yeah. Okay, and we eat. Okay guys, so this is the moment of truth. Look at this beast of a burger. Also let me get a thumbnail. Okay, a couple variations. I'm having my first bite. Oh hell yeah. Look at this. It is dripping all over the place, as any good burger should. This is not clean food. I'm having serious difficulties handling this. Don't want to be that person that eats a burger like this with a fork and a knife. This is finger food, guys. Just grab it with your hands and dig in. Okay. So this is an amazing burger. You can taste the whole complexity. Just have to turn off my griddle here. You can turn off. You can really taste the complexity of ingredients, the layers of different acids and citricy and pickled kind of ingredients with the yeah, it is just hard to describe. You have to try it on your own. And don't forget that lemon. You can really taste the tangy flavor of the lemon, which we put on the fish as it was on the griddle or maybe on a pan. And yeah, that's it. You have yourself a beautiful dish. And I guess that's it for today's video, so I'm going to wrap this up. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, ring the bell, and if you want to stay tuned for further content, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate every one of you, each and every one of you. And with all that being said, I'm going to cut the tape here and have a nice day. Peace out guys, see you in the next one.